Hello guys. It's me Luigi Marinus and today I'm reviewing a Minecraft movie. Yeah, I think the title weird and I don't know why they called it that. But looking back at when it was first announced, I was quite skeptical about it when I heard it was gonna be live action. I was excited hearing the news about the Minecraft movie being in the works, but when I heard it was live action, I was like, pack it up guys, let's go home. But then the trailers came out and I was like, wait, this doesn't look that bad. Maybe it might actually be really good. I remember making a whole video on why a live-action Minecraft movie is a bad idea. But I'm all for giving movies a chance or the benefit of the doubt. And besides, Sonic and Detective Pikachu worked in live action, so why wouldn't this movie? But then again, the Minecraft world looked like it was made specifically for an animated movie, like Super Mario Bros. But after watching this movie in theaters, I gotta say that it was freaking awesome. I'm actually surprised how much I love this movie. It's like if this movie was made for me. Honestly, yeah, the story does look like Pixels meets Jumanji and Ready Player One. The movie introduces us to Steve, and as a child he yearned for the mines, so one day when he grows up, he discovers a crystal to a portal and discovers a world where anything is possible, and that's where he wants to be. He builds his own house and befriends a wolf who he names Dennis. Someday he discovers a portal to the Nether and meets Malgosha, who plans to destroy the overworld, and while her villain plan may be a bit cliché, she's still a great backstory of how she became evil. Because her dad didn't approve of her dancing, so she wanted to forbid anything that's fun and creative. We also meet the other main characters, Garrett Garrison, a world champion who became the Gamer of the Year in 1989 and goes by the name Garbage Man, and he needs to learn that the treasure was in his heart all along. We also meet Henry and Natalie, which remind me of the brother and sister from the Playmobil movie, but I think their character worked better in this movie, and I liked Henry's character of him wanting to be more creative, but he gets bullied at school, and his project accidentally gets ruined by other kids. I liked when he becomes friends with Garrett. He discovers the orb and the crystal in Garrett's store that Dennis tried to hide at Steve's house, and the orb transports them to the Minecraft world, or the overworld of Minecraft, along with Dawn and Natalie. And that's not when the movie started becoming funny. Even the parts in the real world already had some funny jokes as well, like when Garrett Garrison got mad that he didn't find what he was looking for. But after they all got transported into the Minecraft world, Garrison looks for a guide and thinks Pink Sheep can help them. And I thought that was really funny, even if it's pretty stupid. It quickly becomes night and the night mobs spawn. This part was very intense and exciting, as it feels like a scene from a horror movie, which I liked how this movie handled some of the horror aspects, like the zombies, skeletons, creepers and spiders. The whole group is trying to defend themselves while Henry is making a huge tower to defend for everyone, and Steve ends up saving them. I thought Steve's introduction scene was absolutely fire and really cool. I liked Steve's character as a tour guide. It was different than having him be the actual main character, since we never really knew anything about Steve in the game, so it would be hard to connect with him as the main character, so they made 4 other main characters that are just originally for the movie, like Dawn, Natalie, Henry and Garrison. And I like how Steve explains to everyone what Minecraft is. He quotes different items or mobs from the game, like flint and steel, chicken jockey, ender pearl, etc. And honestly, I really liked that. The Nether also looked really cool, and I liked how we actually get to see what it's actually like, and how different it was from the games, because it looked more lively since they act like actual characters. And they really tried to make the Nether look terrifying. And Malgosha, while feeling like a generic villain to some people, I thought she was a very threatening villain. It's funny that one of the piglins was named General Chungus, who I thought was gonna have a redemption arc at the end, but too bad, she killed him off. I kinda wish they made Herobrine the villain instead, but I didn't mind that they made an original character the villain. I will admit the first 15 minutes felt rushed, but despite that I still loved every minute of it and I had a really fun with it. Like the pacing goes so fast but still kept me entertained. When Henry beat the Enderman so quickly, I felt personally attacked, because there's no way someone could defeat an Enderman that easily. But I thought his character was very interesting about him trying to be more creative. They kinda tried to be like the Lego Movie. But I do think the Lego Movie did that message a lot better. It was still well done in this movie, though, and I like that just because you grow up doesn't mean you can't still be creative or have imagination. The story is pretty simple, but I admit but it was actually pretty fun. Now if I do have a criticism is that the romantic subplot of the principal was unnecessary, even though it was still funny. But it didn't feel like it needed to be in the movie. I think they could have turned it into a short or something. I thought the scene where Steve introduces the group to the villagers was well done, and I liked when he warned them about the Iron Golem and to not attack the villagers, but I kinda wish they showed someone attacking them instead of him telling them about it. I also like Garrett Garrison's character, and while not the most original character, we do get to know some of his past and his whole character and kinda feel bad for him because he's broke. But I'm happy that at the end of the movie, he got together with Steve, and yes, I ship Steve and Garrett. I already thought of a shipping name like Gary Verstevet. I also really liked Dawn as a character, and I like how she's good with animals. And I liked her chemistry with Natalie. I wish they showed the end dimension in this movie, but I kind of understand why they didn't, since the movie would have been too long, I guess. I was surprised there were actually gonna be original songs sung by the characters, but they were pretty well done, like I Feel Alive, Steve's Lava Chicken, the birthday song, and Go Now Dennis. Weirdly enough, the scenes in the Minecraft world and the story felt more like an animated movie despite being live action. Do I still wish it could have been an animated movie? Absolutely. But I didn't actually mind the approach they took for this movie, and I got pretty used to it. I still hope they will make an animated movie by Warner Animation Group, and maybe someday. It can be similar to this movie, but have the scenes in the real world be live action, and for the rest of the movie with the Minecraft world become animated. This movie felt weird. It felt like a fever dream, but in a good way. I really love the world building of this movie, but that's expected from a Minecraft movie. Maybe I still prefer Minecraft story mode more, but I'm gonna say it. A Minecraft movie became my third favorite movie based on a video game after the Super Mario Bros. Movie and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And yes, I was a little bit skeptical, and I did have my doubts with this movie. Even this movie didn't do very well critically, but it did well with audiences, and I have to agree with their side on this movie. While this movie can be pretty fast-paced, I thought it had a nice balance, since there are a lot of moments to breath and slow down without jumping straight into the action. And also, despite loving the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I don't think I will make a review on those movies. Because I don't really review horror movies, and besides, I don't really watch a lot of horror movies, except for that movie. But no joke, I actually had a blast with this movie. My favorite characters were Steve and his wolfer dog Dennis. I thought Steve was so funny, and Dennis, he was such a good boy, and his song kinda made me feel emotional, not gonna lie. The climax of the movie was pretty epic and beautiful visually, when the iron golems were all fighting the piglins. And I liked how Steve had a fully diamond armor. Because even when there's darkness, the bright side will always be there to save us all. Yes, the movie may be a bit basic or generic for people that don't know much about Minecraft, but honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually didn't hate it. I was preparing myself for this movie and I wanted to hate, but I couldn't. Don't get me wrong, it may not be a very perfect movie, because of some flaws that it may have, and as for the time I'm doing this review, I've seen this movie in theaters twice already, and it kinda got better the second time somehow. For this movie I can't help but give two kind of ratings. My critical rating would be a 7 out of 10, but my personal rating would be 10/10. I was actually really surprised by how much I love this movie.
That is cinema.
Maybe it was because of the type of humor, but somehow they executed a Minecraft movie really well, and I know this movie has been really controversial, but I actually unironically had a great time with it. And I heard they are making a sequel, so I'm all in for it. It's not one of my all-time favorite movies, but it's the most fun I had watching a movie in theaters in a while. Probably since the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And this is so far my favorite movie of this year, until The Bad Guys 2 comes out, which I cannot wait. This was my review for a Minecraft movie, and stay tuned for my review on Inside Out 1, and maybe even Elio.
My childhood has been unruined.